Have you ever been with a woman who says all the right things, but something just feels off? Like she's reading from a script, but your gut is yelling, "Run!" Here's the truth. Some red flags don't wave. They whisper. And if you miss them, you won't just lose your time. You'll lose your peace, your purpose, and possibly your self-worth. In this video, we'll explore 7 chilling signs she's not the one, and why ignoring even one of them could cost you dearly. Stick around, because 5. Most men ignore it until it's way too late. 1. I don't need a man. Energy. It always starts subtly. She casually throws out lines like, "I don't need a man," even when the conversation doesn't call for it. At first glance, it sounds like independence. Strong, self-sufficient, empowered. But dig deeper, and you'll see it's not strength, it's fear dressed in confidence. This isn't feminine power. It's a defense mechanism, a shield she's built to avoid vulnerability, connection, and ultimately, accountability. True strength isn't about rejecting support. It's about choosing the right support and understanding that healthy relationships are built on interdependence, not isolation. Stoic wisdom reminds us, the strongest people don't push others away. They learn how to walk alongside them. Here's a quick reality check. If she treats you like Wi-Fi, only notices you when the connection is weak, it's time to disconnect. The danger? A woman who constantly denies her own emotional needs will rarely recognize or value yours. Over time, you'll find yourself giving everything and receiving nothing but silence and distance in return. And just when you think you've figured her out, you meet the next kind, the one who says she needs you, but not for love, just to fill the void. Stick around, because that one's even harder to spot. 2. Emotional vampire, always the victim. You'll notice a pattern fast. Every problem in her life, someone else's fault. Her ex was toxic, her boss is a narcissist, her best friend, jealous and fake. And here's the cold truth. If you stay long enough, you're next on the list. This isn't just bad luck, it's emotional manipulation at its finest. She feeds off sympathy, using constant crisis and chaos to stay in control without ever owning her part in the mess. She doesn't want a relationship. She wants a rescuer until you can't carry her anymore. Then you become the villain in her next sob story. Stoic wisdom reminds us, you can't find peace with someone at war with themselves. A man grounded in logic and purpose must avoid the emotional traps of someone who refuses to self-reflect. If every guy she's dated turned out to be evil, then what's the common denominator? Exactly. It's not them, it's her. And if you think emotional drama is the worst of it, wait until you meet the woman whose love comes on strong, fast, and all-consuming. Because what looks like passion at first might actually be the first sign of a trap. 3. Love bombing early on. She calls you her soulmate after 3 dates, texts you non-stop, morning, noon, and midnight, wants to see you every day, know your schedule, and be part of your world immediately. At first, it feels amazing, like you've finally met someone who truly sees you. But here's the catch. This is love bombing, a psychological tactic designed to get you emotionally addicted fast. It's not about love, it's about control. The attention feels real, but it's strategic. She's not connecting with you, she's projecting a fantasy and pulling you into it before you even know what's happening. Stoic wisdom warns us, real connection is forged through time, truth, and shared values, not intensity. Like a steady fire, not a wildfire that scorches everything in its path. Real love is like a good whiskey. If it comes in a shot glass with glitter on it, you're drinking danger. Once you're hooked, the switch flips. She becomes cold, distant, unpredictable. You're left chasing the high of her early affection, confused, off balance, and vulnerable. And just when you start second-guessing yourself, you begin walking on eggshells because her moods now control your reality. And that's where the next trap begins. 4. Mood swings as a weapon. 1 minute, she's warm, affectionate, and laughing at your jokes. The next, cold, distant, and suddenly offended by something you didn't even say. It's not just moodiness, it's emotional manipulation. This behavior trains you to chase her approval, to work harder just to get back to that good version of her. You start overanalyzing every word, walking on eggshells, and losing yourself in the process. Here's the Stoic truth. A man's greatest power is his inner peace. When a woman's presence causes more anxiety than clarity, she's not just disrupting your emotions, she's draining your most sacred resource, your stillness. You begin mistaking emotional chaos for passion, but love should feel like balance, not a battlefield. She shouldn't feel like a roller coaster if you thought you were paying for a picnic. This constant emotional whiplash isn't random, it's calculated. It's how control is established, by keeping you uncertain, unsure, and emotionally off-center. But don't get too comfortable thinking you can spot this tactic easily, because the next red flag doesn't scream, it whispers, and it can wreck you without a single word. It's the silence that punishes. 5. Silent disrespect, subtle undermining. She doesn't yell, she doesn't fight, but she mocks your dreams with a smirk, rolls her eyes when you speak, tells harmless jokes about you in front of others. It's not open warfare, it's death by 1,000 cuts. This kind of disrespect is sneaky, it's slow, and over time, it breaks you down. You second-guess your goals. You stop leading. You start playing small just to keep the peace. Stoic reflection. Any woman who chips away at your masculinity is not building a partnership. She's building her throne on the ruins of your self-worth. If you have to shrink just to keep her happy, she's not your queen, she's your tax collector. But don't exhale just yet, because the next sign is even more deceptive. She seems supportive, but only as long as you don't outshine her, and that's the most dangerous mask of all. 6. Competitive instead of supportive. Notice this. She's cheerful when you're down, but distant when you're winning. You get a raise and suddenly she's cold. You share a win and she shrugs or changes the subject. This isn't a relationship, it's a competition. A healthy partner celebrates your growth. An insecure one sees it as a threat. Masculine wisdom says, a strong woman doesn't compete with her man, she builds with him. If it feels like you're dating a rival instead of a ride or die, congrats, you're in the wrong race. This kind of hidden jealousy kills intimacy. You begin to downplay your success just to protect her ego, and that's not love, it's sabotage. But don't look away now, because the final sign, it's the most chilling of all, she doesn't walk away, not because she wants you, but because she doesn't want anyone else to have you. 7. She keeps you as a backup option. She disappears for days or weeks, then casually reappears like nothing happened. She's always figuring things out, but somehow never figures you into the picture. Let's call it what it is. You're not her partner. You're her insurance policy. Someone she keeps just close enough to use, but never close enough to choose. And the longer you tolerate it, the more she tests the limits. Your time, your energy, your dignity, it all becomes negotiable. Stoic wisdom reminds us, a man who knows his worth doesn't audition for a role in someone's maybe. Because here's the truth. The longer you entertain her confusion, the further you drift from your own clarity. And clarity, that's where your power lives, not in chasing her, but in choosing yourself. If even one of these signs hit close to home, it's not too late to walk away, because walking away from the wrong woman is how you create space for the right one. Subscribe for more insights grounded in Stoic philosophy and modern dating wisdom. Drop a comment if you've experienced any of these signs, and share this video to protect another man from losing himself. Until next time, protect your peace, guard your energy, and lead with wisdom.